Life is full of moments. Every rhyme, every reason, every season. Over the years, I've had the privilege of sitting down with actors, actresses, professional athletes, politicians, and everyday people, all with the goal of showing a common thread in humanity, our need for love and desire to be understood. Every life, a lesson. Every lesson, a story. But this interview, by a landslide, tops them all. Every year, this couple sets out to give gifts to kids in need. Carriers of compassion, their generous and contagious spirit is unmatched by all.
Such an honor to be able to sit down with the both of you. You guys are legends in your own name. For many of us, when we start in this life, we have this picture, right, of what we want our lives to look like, the end game. For you, was it always to be the Clauses? Was it always to wear the big suit and deliver the toys and live at the pole?
Well, you know, when I grew up in Tennessee, my daddy always said, you stay in these parts, is where we're from. That's what we do. And
He
sometimes
said that.
he said that to me, and
Wow.
I said, listen, Daddy, I have a dream.
Yeah.
One day, your little girl's gonna fly. But he didn't know it was gonna be to the North Pole with this man.
When you first met, did you know him as Santa Claus?
You know, it's a little bit ironic. They used to call him Naughty Nick.
Called me Naughty Nick.
Really?
They called me Naughty Nick, Nick.
I'm saying. Well, they didn't call him Naughty Nick. They used to call him Naughty Nick.
Nick.
But you're Nick also.
Yeah.
So,
And you
but-
got that name because? You guys are so cute, I gotta tell you.
Oh, well.
How do you, I mean, let's talk about that, because I mean, you say the eye contact, you get obviously caught in your lover's gaze. How do you keep the flame alive?
You know, it's a little bit like just deciding to wake up to a new person every day and letting them grow. Some days you wake up and you feel like Santa Claus, just some days you wake up feeling like you're all Nick. You know? And
Is there a lead elf?
we don't like to
Kind of
put any
business.
elf on a shelf per se.
Being a biracial couple, do you experience challenges?
The penguins are mostly black and white, so they don't mind so much either. I feel like it actually helps us blend in a little bit more.
Yeah,
Nick, you play the piano, right?
I do.
Would you be sad to only play the white keys?
Many people say Christmas is about the birth of Christ. Others say it's all about Santa Claus. What are your views on Jesus?
He's the head honcho.
He said, it's my birthday. I want you to give everybody presents. And we said, okay.
If there was one message that you could communicate, shout from the rooftop, so to speak, to the world, what would you say it would be?
Eat more cookies.
I
Really?
would say that's a good start. Maybe if we could do that. Maybe love.
We
Love.
could do that.
Let me ask you a question, Nick.
Yeah,
When you're eating a cookie, are you ever upset?
I have to say no.
It's true. It's very hard to eat a cookie and be upset. I think it's something to do with you smile as you open,
Yeah.
and then you let it in, and it gets down inside you in your bits, your parts.
Your bits.
Have a bite.
This is joy to the world. Oh, we have a doubter. We have a
No,
doubter.
I'm not a doubter. I'm just
I
watching
mean-
my carb intake.
Listen, goes in as carbs, comes out as joy.
Everybody's getting into all this
Soy?
gluten-free.
Gluten-free, that gluten-free diet.
A lot of
Absolutely.
soy and almond.
Gotta watch out. Lots of soy and almond. They have this almond milk.
Santa doesn't do that.
How do you milk an almond, Nick? How do you do that?
Where did the term Christmas Carol come from?
You see, there used to be this women's quartet of,
Really?
of 4 women who are ironically all named Carol. You never heard 4 beautiful voices with 4 most magnificent bobs I've ever seen.
Bob's, the hair.
Tightest haircuts.
Tightest haircuts.
It's almost like a boys' choir.
Being human, I'm sure you have differences. How do you reconcile Mr. and Mrs. Claus? How do you reconcile your differences?
Physical activity, usually.
Yes.
We like to do a lot of Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Some judo. It keeps you limber.
Don't be fooled, Nicholas. We'll get you. if
We
have to.
do, we do. We got a hot house in the gym. We like to strip down the robes, you know. Spend a little time on the
Wait,
mat.
you as well?
Oh, I love it. I love me some Muay Thai kickboxing. I love it.
I feel, you know, this Mr. and Mrs. Claus, who determines if you're on the naughty or nice list?
We spar for it.
But you two together.
Uh-huh.
You two
We fight for it.
fight.
We establish most things in our relationship through dominance.
Wait.
We like to get in the octagon and really work stuff out.
She's really good, Nicholas.
Christmas is?
Magic.
Absolutely.
My favorite carol is?
Magic.
I don't think that's a carrot.
My favorite Christmas dish is?
Definitely the sugar plum pudding.
Favorite Christmas novel?
I don't know any Christmas novels, Nick.
Your favorite Christmas memory?
And I mean, you remember.
Yeah.
Remember that one Christmas morning you're sitting in your living room? Yeah. That little train set you wanted? Smile on your face?
That was you.
That was me.
It was him.
Were
It's
you
the
in on
children.
that?
I was there. I gave him the go ahead. I said, man, look at him.
Yeah.
It's been so wonderful. Let's get him that set. I loved it.
You hear that, Nick?
Who is it?
Nick,
that-
do you remember
I
that?
know I remember it. You make that phrase a lot. Have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
Look at this.
But this is
That's
the
kind of
thing.
like a catchphrase.
Well, you know what they say is that seeing is believing. So
Yeah.
I guess my question is, have you seen it?
Seen what?
Well, Nick. I mean, if you look at it, you've got truth, and I mean, there it is. Can you see it?
See what?
Well, here I am. Have you ever seen a woman more alive and vibrant than myself?
I have not.
I mean,
I for sure haven't, Nick.
here I am right in front of you. You can reach out and touch me. I'm right here. I'm right here. And you're right here, too.
Yeah.
You're right here, too, Nick. You're here.
More of my interview with the Clauses in just a few minutes.
Empires rise, but you remain the same. You gave me life and called me out of the grave into your steady arms, my shelter from the storm, where I am safe from harm. In your wings, they cover me in the middle of night. In the midst of the battle, I know I'll be alright. When I'm under your shadow, I will rest in you.
Are we good? Okay. Take it. Good. Here we go. Well, I've noticed you kind of.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh my goodness!
You
I didn't
forgot
even
your
realize.
shoes again.
Didn't even notice I left my
Didn't
shoes
even
off.
feel them down there,
I didn't
did
even
you?
feel it.
If you will.
Barefoot is the day I was born, Nick.
Yeah.
Barefoot I came in, barefoot I go out.
Yeah. There's a Christmas carol, one of my favorites. We wish you a Merry Christmas. One of the stanzas says, "Oh, bring us some figgy pudding." What is figgy pudding?
Well, here's the thing, Nick. You got figs, right? And sometimes when you mix some of them in your pudding, it gets a little bit figgy.
So figgy pudding is
Right.
literally
Is when you get regular pudding, and it gets a little figgy with it. You get a little figgy with
There's
it.
also a remix at
And-
North Pole called Getting Figgy With It.
That's true. William Smith performs it. It's outstanding. I mean, he's just a
Yeah.
sweetheart, sweet boy. You do that, or they won't go until they get some. I mean, that's just the rules. That's how they play.
fruitcake. Why is
Right.
it a holiday dish?
It's not just a holiday dish, Nick. Sometimes it's your holiday guests. We've had a couple fruitcakes ourselves. That's a gift that keeps on giving,
Yeah.
right?
You laugh, Mr. Claus.
around.
Mr. Claus. Okay, you laugh because it's true. I'm assuming you have a memory.
Oh, we have many memories, many memories. This is just one of the things that Mrs. Claus likes to say. You know, we'll be at a dinner table and she can point a fruitcake out, you know,
Really?
from a
I
mile
see
away.
him. I say, normal fruitcake, normal fruitcake. Just point them right out of the lineup.
And how do you do that?
It's our favorite game. Fruitcake or normal is our favorite game to play.
Now, how do you identify?
Really, it's more just a vibe, but then it's the persistence or our behavior typically. A lot of clinging, maybe some dazing stares, a lot of mouth breathing.
Yeah.
It's a few things. You notice if you ever see a fruitcake, they have kind of a gelatinous So you push them and they just won't really go anywhere. They kind of come right back.
What?
And
I'm sorry, wait, a gelatinous?
yeah, fruitcake, they kind of stand up there and just like a gelatinous.
What do you mean a gelatinous? What
It's
is
got kind of a form to it, a bunt, if you will.
but a stiffness?
A stiffness.
Yeah.
A rigidity.
Yeah. Do you plan on retiring?
Here's the thing, Nick. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. So what's there to retire from?
Eggnog.
Love it. Absolutely. Can't get enough.
Hot chocolate.
Every moment.
The hottest.
Apple cider.
Always.
Make it spicy.
Thoughts on political climate of the U.S.?
I'll tell you what, we're not the only place that's a little frigid.
It's very,
It's making it cold. We gotta come together.
You got to come together.
Come together right now over me.
Yeah,
That's what the Beatles said.
that is what the Beatles
I
said.
believe it.
Favorite reality TV show?
I'm always keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
He really is.
Oh,
Yeah.
He does.
Favorite Kardashian?
Kanye.
Where do elves come from? Where do they come from?
From elf holes.
You guys do the whole Christmas tree thing?
Oh, do we ever?
Yeah.
Oh, they grow everywhere.
No, in your
we have
house,
a Christmas forest.
do you decorate a Christmas? Do you put up a tree?
We have
It's like this all the time,
all
Nick.
the time.
Do you have a tree
Ours
in?
grows right up out of the ground.
But I mean inside.
It grows right up out of the ground
Inside the-
Inside, right up out of the ground.
Just straight through the carpet.
Right through it. It's magical.
Flocked or not flocked?
Oh, so flocked. Oh, flock it to death. Flock to the 9s, to the 10s. Walk a flock of flame. Flock it up.
Christmas is
Magic.
Mrs.
It is magic, Nick. It's real magic.
It's magic.
That's what I'm saying. Some people like to say they set a goal. We set a pole. It's the North Pole.
The North Pole, a place that exists in the hearts and minds of spirited believers everywhere. May joy and laughter deck the halls this holiday season, and may you treasure every single moment. In the words of the great holiday classic, we wish you